Good morning. Welcome to Jodrell Bank. Welcome to what we hope will be the first secure horizons.
If I was to buy a consumer IoT device on Amazon, how can you measure the security characteristics from the advert on what you're buying? Who in the purchasing side has ever put a line of security requirement in their procurement?
Failure to comply with the CRA requirements after that may result in the products being withdrawn or recalled. Additionally, OEMs, manufacturers, may face penalty payments of up to 2.5% of the total annual turnover worldwide. There are more details in Article 64, but our understanding is that they are intending to be as vigilant on this as they are over GDPR and the fines that have been imposed on companies that breach that as well. How does this actually move security from an insurance policy, something which is very difficult and quite boring to sell, to something which is a productivity tool? Something which reduces the effort to get products to market, products to certification, and ultimately how do we reduce the costs of the life cycle of products. The fact that we are patching devices on a weekly basis is slightly crazy, again to John's point earlier. If we are shipping IoT into critical national infrastructure, it's going to be in place for 20, 30, perhaps 50 years. We can't be rolling trucks every 2 months because we've got a problem with the network.
So a lot of people in here generating lots of very, very valuable IP. Simply you need to protect it, because as soon as you've got malware injected into your IoT device, then somebody is going to attack that IP, steal it, and ultimately then produce counterfeit products, not only losing revenue through shipping a counterfeit product, but you're going to have a malicious counterfeit product out there. So you could have something malicious that's connecting to your cloud services and then infecting the whole IoT network.
Yeah, listen, great to talk to you.
You too.
Just at the end of a fantastic day, Secure Horizons.
It's very good. I tell you what, it's definitely worth repeating.
Yeah.
Turnout was fantastic. Engagement on a one-to-one and engagement with the panel, and even as a presenter, was top-notch. Presentations were great.
Yeah.
A lot of information imparted.
Yeah.
A lot of food for thought. A lot of people in the room who kind of knew a lot, and a lot of people who knew nothing.
Yeah.
So, the feedback's great, and I think there's definitely a desire and a demand to do it again.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think maybe next one down south.
Down south, a bit bigger.
There you go. Listen, thanks a million.
That's all right.
Huge success.
Thanks for all your support as well.
All
Thanks
the best, mate.
Hi everyone. We're here at the Secure Horizons. We've just finished the Secure Horizons conference actually, where we've been talking about the IAR embedded security solutions. I'm here with Tim from IAR. Tim, there's been lots of talk today about the CRA, Cyber Resilience Act.
It's been absolutely great to talk about and speak to the wider experts in the field and all the different parts of the legislation. What's noticeable from my point of view is that there's a couple of things. One is the fact that there is an awful lot of clarification still to be had, despite the fact that the likes of the CRA has already been issued, but there's an awful lot of things to be interpreted. The second thing is the slight differences between the approach between the UK and Europe over the legislation. One is very much the way you design it, and the other way is basically where you test it at the end of the life cycle. So a very enlightening day, and I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more basically as we move towards the next legislation in December 2027.
I think one thing that's come out of it for me is that there's not one solution that fits the whole box. And what I like about your solution, Tim, is how flexible it can be. And I know that's been
and there is a
art
lot
of
more
what you've
flexibility in there that we've actually been able to show today. It just requires us to work with customers to identify their true requirement and what they're really trying to say.
Brilliant. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks very much.
Great. Cheers, Tim.
Hey, listen, just at the end of a great day in Jodrell Bank, really interested in a lot of what you had to say about Cherry. The new SCI device looks like it could be a real game changer.
We think so. We think memory safety is obviously a huge problem for the industry, 70% of CVEs, and even in the deeply embedded industrial electronics area, it's at least 50%. And we know lots of people are having real challenges in this domain. It's a different aspect to security, but it's critically important because people are just, dying out there with the number of vulnerabilities in the systems, I think.
And it really seems a technology whose time has come. Great turnout here today, over 70 customers and interested guests. I was in Embedded World in Nuremberg 2 weeks ago. The cyber resilience panel had people standing deep at the back.
Standing room.
So I mean, it's just the right time for the right product.
I think so, and I think it's one of these waves. We've seen performance in chips and mobility. We've seen low power driving the industry. I think security is now that next wave across the entire industry because as everything moves to software, it's becoming such a big issue. The systems are so complex. And the code reuse is also becoming a major challenge. Okay. So we have to resolve these things, and we have to resolve them at root cause. We simply just can't keep putting firewalls in front of everything and other cyber.
Right, well listen, thanks again. A great day. Pleasure as always.
Thank you indeed.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
Absolutely.
Cheers, Hayden.
Thanks.